The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With every word they lift the day, brighten your morning in every way. From jokes to news, they've got it all. The Wake Up Crew answers the call. Wake up, catch the vibe. Sean, Ryan, and Dalton, they tribe. Mornings here, it's time to play.
The Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It would help if I turned on your mic there, John.
Hey, welcome. It's Thursday. If you didn't hear it just a minute ago, you're hearing it now.
They sure didn't hear it, I
They
guarantee
didn't hear it at all.
Oh.
A lot of things going on, man. It's kind of busy. Good morning, everybody. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett. Dalton is off today. And we have 9 days until spring break, and we could use it. Oh, no, we don't get off. But, well, I mean, at least traffic won't be as bad.
True.
But, whew, Lord of mercy, man. Well, let me read this first.
You've got
I got
a
to
rant.
complain. I got to complain. No, it's not really a complaint, but 9 days until spring break. No school for city students tomorrow. They're having parent-teacher conferences. This is episode 1871, and it's March 19th. March has just flown by, too. I guess we've been so busy with all our extracurricular activities going on.
It's been a lot.
Yeah. We are powered or fueled. Sorry, I almost messed up. You can experience the revolution with 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. That's right. They're giving away over $1 million in prizes with a quick scan at the drive-thru. Visit their locations in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne for a chance to win free coffee, hoodies, or one of 3 Ford Broncos. Oh, man, I think I'll just take the coffee. I don't want a Bronco. What about you? Hoodie? Maybe like
I'll
a hoodie.
go with a hoodie.
Yeah.
We have to be both fueled and powered to be here this morning, right?
Right. We're going to tell us who powers us here in just a minute. But, yeah, it's been a draggy day. Yeah. And unfortunately, we got stuff to do today.
I know. We've got a couple of ball games today.
We're leaving immediately after the show is over. I mean, I'm talking about literally leaving after the show is over.
Early. Yeah. We'll go
Well,
on.
we're not early. We're going to go on and do our whole show.
Yeah. And then immediately leave.
Yeah.
And then head to see the Blackman Blaze take on Whitehaven.
And 7 hours later?
I don't know how many hours. I forgot the time now. I have to look it up. 4 o'clock. So we'll go on about 3:45 for Eagleville and Pickett County.
But we have to be there early. So I'm talking about it'll be 11 to 2, something like that. 11:30 to 2. We'll have off. Oh, wow.
You can get a nap in.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm scared to do naps.
I can call you.
set like 3 alarms. Oh, yeah, I bet you would, too. Yeah, I bet you would. It's all you this time, buddy. I did the girls. Now, let's see if we can have a little better luck with you at the helm.
Well, you won a game.
I did do that. We didn't even do that last year. We didn't even get to go
I know.
last year. So, better chances. Our chances are better. We got 2 teams.
Right.
So,
it's always better with 2.
Yeah. It's going to be a busy week for you, pal. I may call in sick. You know,
course.
you get all the stats. Why do you even need me? You know what I mean? A lot of excitement there, all that stuff going on.
You want to be a part of the excitement, I know.
Oh, yeah. Sure, the entire city of Eagleville will be at the game at 4.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And I think the Blaze will show up at 9:30.
Oh, I think, yeah, it should be a big crowd. Student section should be big.
Oh, they'll just say, just don't come in until the game's over. I don't know how they're going to do that. You got to check in and then go, I guess. They check in the school and then
I don't know, probably, I would think.
you got to check in.
And you got to get it. You probably have to bring a slip back with you
Yeah.
or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's usually how they kind of work that out.
But if they play their cards right, they won't have to be back till noon. You know? It'd be tough, though, if they start at 8:30. I don't know what time Blackman starts anymore. All of them have different schedules.
I know.
So, I mean, you know, I was surprised. I think Case and Lane has changed their time, too. The time I go through there on the way home, sometimes I catch them still in school. I mean, like having patrol out there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they moved to 8:30 or not. I thought they were always 7:30, but
Blackman High School is 8:30.
yeah. So, you know, you're talking about 8:30, boom. Got to get in, check in, drive out.
Well, I mean, the game starts at 9:30.
I know. So I'm thinking maybe they do. They don't have to check in.
Maybe they just show up
But they're required to come back.
and bring their ticket and have to show it to somebody there.
Yeah. And they'll be excused. There you go. I'll continue my rant later. I'll do that when I have 7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We were making a lot of assumptions, too, about that Blackman situation.
Yes, we are. Don't go by anything we say because we don't know. 6:17 on the Wake Up Crew.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, a high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop back to 56. A chance of rain showers comes in starting Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We'll hit a high around 83. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 42 degrees.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
Fresh cut greens and oven warm bread, jars of sweet jam will be red. Good food, good folks, flavors that shine from winter's chill to spring sunshine. Every Friday feel the spark. Rutherford County Market at Lane Agri Park.
Local farmers with local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market every Friday through April.
You'll find it there from frost to boundless seas and sing. We're winter tough and welcoming spring. So bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
At the Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Head over to Toots.com for our daily specials, our menu, and all of our locations. Check out our Kids Club for some extra deals. Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Good food and fun.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated. SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
At the first four in the Midwest region, Miami of Ohio advances to this round of 64, beating SMU 89-79. Miami will play Tennessee in the first round of the tournament. Prairie View A&M also advanced to the round of 64, beating Lehigh 67-55. They'll play Florida. Prairie View A&M was installed as a 35.5-point underdog. That's the biggest underdog 1999. Also the third biggest underdog since the spread era began. LeBron James and Luka Doncic combined for 70 points as the Lakers beat the Rockets 124-116. The Grizzlies beat the Nuggets 125-118 despite Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray in the lineup. The Boston Celtics beat the Golden State Warriors 120-99. Jaylen Brown with 32 points, Jason Tatum with 24. I'm Martin Weiss.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:21. That's right. We're on the Wake Up Crew, and we are guiding you to school today and whatever you need to do. And we're just rocking and rolling right here on a Thursday morning. We are powered today by Middle Tennessee Electric. Yes, that's right. For nearly 90 years, MTE has provided the reliable service and peace of mind we count on. Manage your account anytime at MTE.com or through my MTE app. I don't know. We had a storm Sunday, as everybody knows, but I don't know. I don't recall of any outages. And did we have a few in Murfreesboro? Just
several thousand, yeah. The whole town of Eagleville was out of power for a short time. And when I say short time, it's maybe an hour or so. But, I mean, it popped up to like 700 outages there, but then all of a sudden they were fixed pretty quickly.
If you're going to have an outage, you want it with the temperature the way it was.
Yeah, not cold.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about it. So, but boy, it was chilly the next day. Woo, boy.
Well, even those 1,000, however many they had, by the next morning, in all the counties that they serve, it was down to just a handful. And there are always, you check in any time, there are always sporadic outages.
I didn't hear that on Rutherford Weather, so I wasn't for sure, but I just checked sporadically Rutherford Weather.
Yeah, we covered it pretty extensively.
So don't get you. I always turn to Dan Thomas. That's all. I always turn to Dan.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, I mean, if I listen to you, then I'll turn it over to Dan Thomas for a while. To get accurate information. No, I'm kidding.
Wait a minute. There we go. Feel better.
I'm looking at yours on a phone, and I can't see it. I need to go to YouTube, don't I? And just where I can see you in big, bold. Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind.
See my bright green eyes.
Yeah. Abby Stanley is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for her community advocacy and work career development. Abby's going to get a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. And today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're all about celebrating the people who pour their strength back into our community. It takes people like you listening to send in a nomination. How do they do that, Brian?
Well, just text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 or head to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor. Those are the two easy ways to get them into us. We'll take it any way you want to get it here, but that's the easiest. Also, birthdays and anniversaries, you can email those from our website /birthday or 615-893-1450. Call, text, let us know who's celebrating on the 19th here today, and we will announce everybody's name coming up at 8 o'clock and give away banana pudding from Slick Pig. On the holiday road today, it's Oranges and Lemons Day, National Chocolate Caramel Day, National Poultry Day, and also Let's Laugh Day.
Okay. All right. We'll be back 24 after the hour.
We're visiting with a resident at Stones River Manor who has her own apartment in independent living. I see you have a whole collection of antique churns. What's the story behind that one?
Bought it at an auction. I told my husband, I said, don't go too high on it, maybe $35. And there was this guy, he kept on bidding. And my husband said, I'm going to get it. I don't care what it costs. And he kept on it. He gave $85 for it. That was a lot of money for us back then.
Learn more online at stonesrivermanor.com.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore. Habitat Restore has furniture.
At a great bargain price.
Couches, beds, tables. We have it all.
At the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah. If it's here today, you better get it.
Because it may be gone tomorrow.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Carlin Cochran. Some Tennessee public school students may soon take less benchmark tests under a bill making its way through the State General Assembly. WTVC reports the superintendent for Hamilton County Schools testified in support of the legislation Wednesday. If passed, the bill would create a pilot program allowing school districts to reduce testing requirements for some students. Hamilton County Superintendent Dr. Justin Robertson says the bill could be a solution to concerns from parents who believe public schools test too much. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers arrested a man in Nashville after a school official raised concerns for a student's safety. ICE says Luis Mesa Oliveira, a Peruvian national in the country illegally, was taken into custody Saturday and has prior convictions including kidnapping, aggravated assault, and arson.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad,
We learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First, drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips. Because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
IAMS Nature Center has received a major land donation from the Presbytery of East Tennessee, as New Prospect Presbyterian Church will close and donate its 15.7 acres South Knoxville property, preserving nearly 11 acres of woods. The site will become home to the IAMS Nature Preschool and a new early learning center with plans to collaborate with Anderson School CAC Head Start. Leaders say the gift will expand access to nature-based education, with the transition already underway. Carlin Cochran, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Crew. We are celebrating today.
Oh, are we?
Well, the weather's warmer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, weather's going to be warmer naturally on nights that we're doing basketball games. I haven't been able to enjoy the fire pit yet, but I will eventually. I'll get out there.
Well, maybe you should do it tonight, because another one of the holidays is National Backyard Day.
Did you not hear what I said? We can't do it tonight.
Oh. Well,
we have basketball.
I guess you won't celebrate it then.
Although I guess I could do it after 4 o'clock, do it at night.
Well, yeah.
You know, do it like that. I've got to vent a little bit. And this is not a political statement at all. Don't read anything political into this.
Is this something bugging you?
Uh-huh.
You bug me, baby.
$3.69 for gas? Are you kidding me? And that's at Thornton's. That's one of the cheapest places. $3.69. Come on, man.
Maybe it's just a short-term thing. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. I hope it is.
Well,
I've gotten so used to $2.99, $2.89, $2.88 at one time. Got real low there one time, $2.88.
Earlier this week.
I come from a generation where it was 12 cents a gallon, boy.
Well, of course. Yeah. I remember paying under $1 when I first started driving.
When I first started driving, it was 39 cents a gallon.
Okay.
39 cents a gallon.
Well,
Probably
was
is about $1.
89, 99,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Went over $1. It's like, whoa, it's over $1. But I did, of course, that's what's making the stock market go up and down and up and down. I just remember on Monday, the big news coming into Monday was it's under $100 a barrel now. So that, that made everybody feel a little better about it. But who knows? I don't even know what it is today. It could be back up to $15.
The thing about it, I guess the thing that irritates me the most is the fluctuation.
Yeah.
You never know. Even when gas was cheap, I'd go in and go, oh, it's $2.88. I got a half a tank. I'll just wait. Go in the next day, $2.97. I mean, it just kills me.
Well, and so when you hear that gas prices are this or that are going to go up, you're going to, let's say that it's $2.50 a gallon today, but you know that prices are going to go up because of Iran or whatever's going on. They will have to sell what's in their tanks, and then once that's done and then they get a refill, whenever you see those tanker trucks there, the price is going to go up because that tank of gas in that big tanker cost a different price than it did when they filled it up the last time. So that's why it takes a couple of days where you may have one place that's got it at $2.50 and then it's $2.75 somewhere else. Well, maybe the time that they fill up was the day that it went up.
Where do you get your gas? Speedway?
I usually go to the racetrack on Broad or Speedway.
Oh, as you turn down the corner of Thompson and Broad?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's easy to get to on the way home.
Right.
It's not easy to get to on the way into work. But
No.
I try to avoid Memorial if I can. But I will go to Speedway if I have to go shopping or something on that side of town. I'll go to the Speedway over there on Memorial.
Well,
That's
wait till
usually
they
my
start
two
building
haunts.
road down there. They start expanding lanes in that Thompson Lane. That's going to be a different story.
Well, that's about the time that they're going to do Cherry Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, and then by the way, we're going to, 231 is going to be a 4-lane all the way to Jefferson Pike. So let's just do it all at the same time.
Are they going to do that, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've already, they've got stakes and stuff
Because traffic is really bad through there when they're trying to get to school. They've made a lot of improvements, I think, to Jefferson Pike in terms of that when you come off the interstate, where SRM concrete is, you take a left.
Going into
they
Smyrna.
got a light. That was
Yeah.
the biggest thing. There were some mornings I would come in, there's no light, and you're basically risking your life every time you try to pull off the interstate and go right. Or there's a big truck, a big semi that wants to go left. So you can't get around them. You're not supposed to go around them. And you would sit there for like 10 minutes. So I always had to leave about 15 minutes earlier than what I normally would.
Yeah, I guess you frequented that intersection daily.
Every day. Yeah. I never went through town much,
So-
every once in a while.
But now the stretch that it'll take another 20 years if they started today is the one that is from that traffic light to Walter Hill School.
Yeah.
That winding up and down narrow stretch of Jefferson Pike.
Right.
It's still the same way.
Yeah, it'll always, I don't know that that'll ever change.
Probably
If
not.
it hadn't changed by now, I can't see it changing.
Not unless there's much more growth. Now, there is, even Walter Hill's got a Domino's and an O'Reilly's now.
Yeah.
So growth is coming out that way.
It was so funny how that happened. Walter Hill, it just boomed. Remember 2000, 1998, 97, 98, and it looked like it was going to be the booming area. And then they built Wilson, of course, and then they had Walter Hill, then Siegel, and Siegel was still crowded even when we were built. And then it just kind of died out. Just kind of. That's another case. I think the land had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
But
they're building a lot at the end of Central Valley and 231. They're building a huge complex of townhomes out there.
Yeah, that'll change that area a lot.
Yeah.
So at least we have land out there. We can build a.
And they've got a great view. Walk out on the balcony and
There's
see
the
a
land,
mountain
There's the landfill
right there in front of you, sky high.
It's kind of like looking at a volcano.
Yeah.
And
it smokes
It even
sometimes.
erupts sometimes.
See people on top of it,
We're going to continue, not with this discussion necessarily, but more of the Wake Up Crew, John and Brian. Don't forget you can listen to us on WGNSradio.com. Also,
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop back to 56. A chance of rain showers comes in starting Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We'll hit a high around 83. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 42 degrees.
Good morning. I'm looking at a crash. They just moved it to the side on 24 westbound at Bell Road. It's really heavy in that area. Also a crash 24 west at Ellington Parkway. That's getting some attention right now. That's got traffic really slow up by Shelby in the westbound lanes of 24 here as they try to clear this wreck near Ellington Parkway. Hey, don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck. Bring it to the transmission experts today. That would be Amco Transmissions at 1212 Gallatin Pike in Madison. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pets. AmeriCare Services Incorporated, family owned and operated. For residential and commercial customers, we offer a full range of services. Our services include one-time, monthly, and quarterly pest control, termite control, moisture and fungus control, automatic foundation vents, and more. Licensed, insured, and bonded for your protection. 893-7111. All the best of the best to get rid of your pest. AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
Now, Good Neighbor Events. Here's Bart Walker.
This Saturday morning from 10 to 11, it's the Pixel Miners over at the Wilderness Station in Barfield Crescent Park. Are you a pro at mining rocks and crafting in popular video games? Put your knowledge to the test and see how accurate the game is compared to our real-world rocks. There is a $5 fee this Saturday from 10 to 11 at the Wilderness Station in Murfreesboro's Barfield Crescent Park. Circle Monday, March 30th on your calendar. That's not this week, but next week. And Monday, March 30th is the National Walk in the Park Day. Monday, March 30th. Did you realize that yoga improves your flexibility and balance? It supports joint health, enhances your cardiovascular health, and reduces inflammation. Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department offers yoga classes at Sportscom, the Patterson Community Center, and the St. Clair Senior Center. For information about the yoga classes, phone Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Where is the best barbecue in town? At 1920 East Main. The best barbecue for miles around is in 1920 East Main. You can buy it by the pound, sandwich, platter, or plate. No matter what you choose, it will taste great. You can come with a friend, by yourself, or with a date. To Slick Pig Barbecue. Barbecue pork, beef, or chicken, Brunswick stew, great sides, lunch specials, down-home atmosphere, and they cater. Slick Pig Barbecue, it's the best.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you.
Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right, Tennessee.
Recycling isn't just about tossing materials in a bin, it's about knowing which materials are accepted. Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
At McCabe Vision Center, we have added a full cosmetic line to the services that we provide.
Dr. Craig McCabe.
We provide laser treatments to get rid of those little brown splotches, surface blood vessels, as well as fine lines and wrinkles.
McCabe Vision Center.
Make yourself look 10 years younger. Call McCabe Vision Center.
On Heritage Park Drive, behind SunTrust Bank.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Just giving you a little extra time to get your joke ready.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't even know what we scored. We had such arguments this week with Dalton. I think
I'm not even scoring anymore.
2 threes, 2 fours, 2 threes and a 4, I think. I believe that was right.
I remember yesterday there was no scoring by Mr. Barrett.
No, because he's boycotting because you hurt his feelings.
Well, whatever.
And but then the first time that he disagrees with me after he says he's not going to score anymore, I'm gonna jump him. Just gonna tell you, it's not gonna be pretty.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. I mean, he just dumped that on me. You know, like I've got to be the guy now. I can't help it that, you know, I'm mature. You know, I'm able to handle criticism. Are you ready?
Yes, I think so. You know, I've been off work all week because my pet cow is sick.
Oh.
Yeah, but my boss thinks I'm milking it.
I like that one. I'm going forward with that.
I thought you might like that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good. More to come here on the Wake Up Crew.
CBS News Brief. Day 20 of war, and President Trump is threatening to blow up Iran's largest oil field if it doesn't stop targeting oil refineries in Qatar. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan.
We're going to use every lever we have, political, economic, diplomatic, and elsewise, to get these attacks to stop.
The escalation leading to soaring energy prices. Crude's almost reached $120 a barrel. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
As Americans wake up this morning, the price of a gallon of regular gasoline is up by 95.5 cents from a month ago, averaging $3.88 a gallon.
A day after a testy hearing on Capitol Hill, President Trump's pick to become Homeland Security Secretary, Mark Wayne Mullen, could get a preliminary thumbs up today. CBS's Nicole Skanga.
We do expect him to be voted out of committee because he has some support from the Democratic Party, including Senator Fetterman from Pennsylvania.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
In Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee State University's Honors College is hosting a public panel to help the campus community better understand the escalating conflict involving Iran, the United States, and Israel. The discussion is scheduled for 3 p.m. Thursday inside of the College of Education building on the Murfreesboro campus. Faculty experts will lead the conversation, including political and global affairs professor Andrei Korobkov, Middle East historian Sean Foley, and military historian Luke Truxell. The panel will be moderated by humanities professor Joan McRae. Organizers say the forum is designed to give students and the broader community informed academic perspectives on conflict that has intensified following the major U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran after months of unrest inside the country. The event is free and open to the public. Meanwhile, in Nashville, legislation sponsored by a Rutherford County lawmaker is advancing in the Tennessee General Assembly. State Representative Tim Rudd of Murfreesboro is backing House Bill 1705, which would require state and local government employees to verify that newly hired workers are legally authorized to work in the United States. Under the proposal, government entities across Tennessee, including agencies, cities, counties, and school systems, would be required to use the federal E-Verify system before new employees begin work. Employers would also have to keep verification records for the duration of each employee's tenure. If the bill becomes law and is signed by Governor Bill Lee, the new requirement would take effect July 1st, 2026. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to be positioned for the long term. We provide the tools for a disciplined approach to investing. Call 615-907-7056 for an opportunity to discuss your situation. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
This is Peter Demas, and our family is inviting your family to come eat with us at Demas's Restaurant. We're trying to give them a place where they can eat with their family that's not fast food. We want to create an atmosphere where we can sit down and just have a good old-fashioned family dinner. But unfortunately now, most people can't do it at home. So, two people are working, the kids' activities, and so what we're doing is we provide that and we make it affordable. Come eat with us at Demas's Restaurant on Northwest Broad Street.
Shopping at the Restore.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore.
Look, try the Habitat Restore. We have used appliances.
Hey, we have refrigerators, microwave, gently used washers and dryers.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
You will leave our store humming.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
we are right beside you
every step of the way.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Carlin Cochran. Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs says he will not endorse a candidate in the upcoming Republican mayoral primary, writing on social media that he'll remain neutral ahead of the May 5th vote but support the eventual nominee in August. County Commissioners Kim Frazier and Larson J. and former school board chair Betsy Henderson are seeking the GOP nomination, while Bo Hawk is the only Democrat in the race. Jacobs, first elected in 2018 and now term limited, is also serving as treasurer for Marsha Blackburn's campaign for governor. That's as the city of Chattanooga has reached an agreement with a company that wants to provide free Narcan to the public. Narcan is a drug that can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. Chattanooga City Council approved an agreement with the nonprofit Launchpad, which will allow them to install boxes of Narcan at Miller Park. More news in 30 seconds.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First, drown it with a bucket of water. Then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
if it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips. Because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
IAMS Nature Center has received a major land donation from the Presbytery of East Tennessee, as New Prospect Presbyterian Church will close and donate its 15.7 acres South Knoxville property, preserving nearly 11 acres of woods. The site will become home to the IAMS Nature Preschool and a new early learning center with plans to collaborate with Anderson School CAC Head Start. Leaders say the gift will expand access to nature-based education, with the transition already underway. Carlin Cochran, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Crew, and we are, about, well, I guess we're almost done, really, for the 6 o'clock hour. And we've got news at the top of the hour and then hour number 2.
This is a big segment here, though. We always pack in a lot of info.
We do. I want to show you something that they're selling, okay? And I want you to look at the pictures they're showing. These are silicone babies.
Oh, I've heard about those.
That they're selling.
And they're lifelike.
Very lifelike, aren't they? Okay. They are selling them. You know what one cost?
Oh, no idea.
$250 a piece.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how you make them look like they're asleep, though. I don't really know how to figure that out. Don't they look real?
Those look very real.
It makes me wonder if that's that's legit or not. But
I've seen some before.
You can add to the cart. 12 by 16, no joint, more flexible, realistic baby, reborn full body liquid silicone, baby doll girl or boy, Teresa. Or Terry, I guess, if it's a boy, with a realistic belly.
Why did they mention the belly part?
I don't know. And I thought at first it was a scam, but I kept reading down here, and they've got PayPal and all that stuff. So
there are some that I've seen where you can design if you want your baby to have blonde hair and blue eyes, and so you can make these realistic babies kind of look like, or you can even send in photos so they can actually mold them to make them look similar to what you want. And I don't know.
They've got customer reviews on here.
I've heard that they're really good for those who have Alzheimer's and dementia.
Okay. It's comforting.
Well, especially for women, they're nurturers, right? Mm-hmm. And so they've got a baby to care for, and so they can recall that natural instinct to care for a baby. And so
if you had dementia, that would help, I would think.
Yeah, it gives them some stimulation, and where's the baby, and and they can react to that. So I've heard it's really good for that.
It really looks like a good thing, but in a way it's kind of creepy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So they even do like animals.
Really?
Uh-huh. And Heather, I got her one of these a couple of years ago. And it was laying on a little dog bed, but it looked like the Westie that we had, Maggie.
Oh, wow.
It was one of those terrier dogs. And it would...
Did she enjoy it?
Yeah. And it would make movements and things like that. So, yeah.
What happened to it?
Probably batteries ran out. If I had to guess. I think she still has it somewhere, but she just wanted one.
Well,
so there you go.
I just never had seen that before. Just had to throw it out there this morning.
It's weird.
Let's do some birthdays today. First of all, we'll do the celebrity birthdays.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
1848. Wyatt Earp, American frontiersman and marshal who participated in the gunfight at the OK Corral.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Yes, he died in 1929. He lived a full life. Never was shot, never injured. And, he did kill some people.
And then Bat Masterson played him.
No. Hugh O'Brien. Yeah.
Okay.
In 1860, William Jennings Bryan, American orator and statesman. 1891, Earl Warren, governor of California and the 14th U.S. Supreme Court Justice. 1947, Glenn Close, American actress. She was in The Big Chill and Fatal Attraction. Great actress. And 1955, Bruce Willis, American actor, born in West Germany. I didn't know that.
Secret agent man, giving you a number, taking away your name.
Technical difficulty there.
Well, it says Bruce Willis, and that's what I played.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do that. You didn't do that one. That's a Dalton.
No, was he in Secret Agent Man or something?
No, he was not.
Okay.
Good song though. There was a show called Secret Agent Man.
Was that song in Die Hard by any chance?
Maybe. It had to be something obscure for Dalton to put it in. Something like that. Our birthday list today from Murfreesboro: Julie Shue Burnham, Pam Savory, Jimmy Tyson, Chase Pennicott, and Zion Swader has a birthday. From Alan. Alan's amazing.
And Alan, your son is amazing.
His son is amazing. That's right.
You can add to our birthday list this morning by calling or texting 615-893-1450 for the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club.
It's time for Today in History.
1964, Sean Connery's first day of shooting on the James Bond film Goldfinger.
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch.
1974, Jefferson Starship begins their first tour. And in 1984, American sitcom Kate and Allie premieres on CBS, starring Susan St. James and Jane Curtin. That's going to do it for the Wake Up Crew's birthday and Today in History. You're listening to us on WGNS.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop back to 56. A chance of rain showers comes in starting Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We'll hit a high around 83. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 42 degrees.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Sharing Change has donated now over $12 million to local nonprofits. Find out how your spare change can make a big impact at sharingchange.org.
Good morning. Cleaning up a couple of wrecks out here, 124 westbound at Bell Road. It is over to the side, but boy, is it heavy up through there now. And Antioch, all that traffic coming in behind it there in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County. A little bit heavy over here as they clean up an accident, 24 westbound, just past Ellington Parkway. It's already sluggish, 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. Hey, STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7 if you need help here in Middle Tennessee with a tow for a car or a big truck. STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Do you want your money to work hard for you? Who doesn't? South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop at our location at 1602 West Northfield Boulevard in Georgetown Park today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org.
This is the CBS Entertainment Report. Hard to believe this turns 25 this year. Jay-Z with Izzo, his breakout hit from the Blueprint album. And to mark the anniversary and the 30th anniversary of his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, Jay announcing 2 shows here in New York at where else? Yankee Stadium this July. How about Dua Lipa? Well, not exactly, but Dua Lipa is the new brand ambassador for Nespresso. See what we did there? We'll see her in the ads next month. Don't worry, though, George Clooney ain't going anywhere. He'll be involved, too. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
Hey, it's CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Crew. Unfortunately, we have to leave for a few minutes. We're going to have some news at the top of the hour. Abby Stanley's today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for her community work and career development. Abby Stanley is getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. And today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. That's right. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're all about celebrating the people who pour their strength back into our community. It takes people like you listening to send in a nomination.
And you can do that by texting the word neighbor and text that to 615-893-1450 or hit us up at WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor. You can also go to /birthdays for birthday and anniversary announcements or just text those in to us. 615-893-1450. Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. You got about a half an hour to get those in. In an hour, we announce all the names we've had.
For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Learn more at johndaylegal.com.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Energy sites attacked in the Gulf.
The world's largest liquid gas plant in flames after Iranian strikes on the facility.
National intelligence director's heated hearing.
The only person who can determine what is and is not an imminent threat is the president.
False.
Warm up on the West Coast.
Triple-digit heat is expected across parts of the West.
Good morning. I'm Cammie McCormick with the CBS World News Roundup. There has been a major escalation in the Iran war. Oil prices are surging and gas prices getting closer to the $4 mark here in the U.S. It's led to a warning from President Trump. Charlie D'Agata has more from Tel Aviv.
The world's largest liquid gas plant, Ras Laffan in Qatar, in flames after Iranian strikes on the facility. The world's largest gas field, South Pars in Iran, among multiple sites attacked by Israel. President Trump angrily berating both sides on social media. No more attacks will be made by Israel, warning if Iran strikes Qatar again, the U.S. will massively blow up the entirety of the South Pars gas field at an amount of strength and power Iran has never seen or witnessed before. Iran's attacks are still getting through with more civilian casualties night and day.
Over the course of the past few days and nights, we've seen an increase in the frequency and intensity of these cluster bomb attacks. They are hard to defend against because there's lots of them and they can fall anywhere.
There was a heated hearing on Capitol Hill yesterday focusing on threats to this country, including Iran. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard was among those testifying, as Nancy Cortez reports from the White House.
Speaking to the Senate Wednesday, the Director of National Intelligence tried to explain why the White House claimed at the start of the war that Iran posed an imminent nuclear threat, when the official U.S. intel assessment states the opposite, that Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated in U.S. strikes last summer.
It is not the intelligence community's responsibility to determine what is and is not an imminent threat.
Okay.
That is up to the president based on a volume of information
it is precisely
that he receives.
It is precisely your responsibility to determine what constitutes a threat to the United States. This is the worldwide threats hearing.
It's not the first time senior administration officials have been at odds over the state of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. The mixed messages are drawing new scrutiny after President Trump's top counterterrorism advisor, Joe Kent, resigned this week over the justification for war.
With the partial government shutdown continuing, the travel nightmare at airports across the country is getting worse. Screening lines are long, and TSA employees who haven't been paid are getting harder to find. Skylar Henry reports from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport.
More long lines on the way to the gate, and still no pay for TSA officers. In Philadelphia, flyers found 3 of 6 TSA checkpoints closed. At Houston's Bush Airport, it was a waiting game for passengers.
I'm here 3 hours early, so let's hope that I get through.
And in Atlanta, Reggie Monsanto says he got there with 5 hours to spare.
It's a 45-minute flight, and we got up at 6 to get on a flight at 2.
On Tuesday, Atlanta was one of 3 major airports where more than 1/3 of TSA officers called out of work. Cameron Cochums is a union steward and lead TSA officer in Boise, Idaho.
The morale is getting worse by the day because no one knows when this is going to end.
There was more dangerous heat in the West yesterday. Records were shattered in dozens of cities. Our Chris Van Cleve is in Phoenix, which just set a new record for March.
Phoenix is under its earliest extreme heat warning on record as the last week of winter ushers in summer-like temperatures.
It's not just the triple-digit air temperature. It's the heat radiating off the ground that feels closer to 130 that has first responders concerned.
Fire crews have been busy, already rescuing multiple overheated hikers since Monday. Fire Captain Adam Skyver expects the week to only get busier.
Everybody makes jokes like it's a dry heat, but it's just a different type of heat. And if you don't know that, it can put you in a bad spot.
The dangerous heat comes at the peak of tourist season, at the height of spring break and spring training.
A group of House Democrats walked out of a closed-door briefing with Attorney General Pam Bondi. They're angry about the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. Republican Representative James Comer subpoenaed Bondi to testify next month. Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche went to Capitol Hill yesterday to meet with members of the House Oversight Committee. Less than an hour later, Democrats left the room, saying Bondi would not commit to honoring the panel's subpoena. Representative Robert Garcia of California.
I mean, she has to comply with the subpoena. Chairman Comer has put the subpoena out. Remember, there was a united Democratic committee that voted for that, as well as several Republicans that actually joined. We all joined together in that.
Time on the roundup, 5 minutes past the hour.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth. 48 Hours, Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life. But you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Public health experts in Britain say they've never seen anything like the explosive outbreak of potentially lethal meningitis in one university town, which has already killed 2 young people. Vicky Barker reports from London.
A bacterial perfect storm. Someone carrying a particularly infectious strain of invasive meningitis must have visited a Canterbury nightclub packed with high school and university students earlier this month.
A close environment and a microbe that can spread quickly, I think, creates this explosive circumstance.
Epidemiologist Simon Kroll says the outbreak likely still hasn't peaked.
I imagine there will be more cases. Sadly, there may be more deaths.
But with social distancing rules now in place and with thousands of vaccines being distributed, he's confident the outbreak will soon be contained.
The annual Global Terrorism Index has been released. Researcher Thomas Morgan of the Institute for Economics and Peace says he worries the war on Iran will spark more attacks in the future, and the radicalization of young men in the West is a rapidly growing concern.
If you go back and look at the mid-2000s, the average time for somebody to become radicalized was around 16 months. Now it's dropped now down to less than a year. It can take place in months, in some extreme cases, even weeks.
Jennifer Kuiper reports an AI-rendered star will posthumously appear in a new film.
Before his death last April at age 65, Val Kilmer appeared in movies including Tombstone, The Doors, and Top Gun.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Now, First Line Films says a generative AI version of Val Kilmer will co-star in a film called As Deep as the Grave. The producers say that before his death, Kilmer signed on to perform in the movie but was unable to do so due to his health. They say his estate has given permission for his digital replication and is being compensated for it.
Time on the roundup, 8 minutes past the hour.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at Amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Feeling blue? A move.
That's the latest from CBS News Radio. I'm Steve Kathan. The Wake Up Crew with Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett continues now here on News Radio WGNS.
Good morning, everybody. Brian Barrett with you this morning, joined by John Dinkins, Dalton Barrett, as we continue another hour of the Wake Up Crew for News Radio WGNS. Time to check on traffic and weather together. This update brought to you by Toots.
This is Wade Hayes from Toots Restaurants. One of the things that put us on the map here in Rutherford County was our daily specials. Now you can go to our website, toots.com, and click on the Daily Specials tab to see what those are.
Hey, this is Jack Hayes. Come over to Toots Restaurants and play our cool arcade games, and while you're at it, come check out our menus.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop back to 56. A chance of rain showers comes in starting Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We'll hit a high around 83. I'm meteorologist Regina Cole from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 41 degrees.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Good morning. Still wrapping up the paperwork on this wreck over here. Still has traffic a little slow. 24 westbound at Ellington Parkway. It's got it backed up all the way back to at least Shelby here with a lot of rubbernecking on 24 westbound. Trying to get around this wreck at Ellington Parkway. Slow go 65 south at Trinity Lane. Watching it build even more. 24 west up past Walden Road. All that traffic pushing in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County into Davidson County. Hey, don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck. Bring it to the transmission experts today at Amco Transmissions, 1621 West Main Street in Lebanon. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Need a new set of tires? Head to Tire World, where you can buy now, pay later. Ask your Tire World experts in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne about their financing options.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Get the Bridgestone-affiliated retailer credit card.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
Good morning, Rutherford County. News, traffic, weather, and fun every morning with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett. It's the Wake Up Crew on News Radio, WGNS.
Welcome back into the Wake Up Crew's second hour on the fourth day of the week, work week at least. It is Thursday morning. It is the 19th of March. I'm kind of speeding things up, aren't I? Got kind of thinking about spring break. It's just 9 days away. So you got the rest of this week, and you got all the next week, and then it's spring break time for city and county. City's got a nice little 3-day weekend here for students. Although, as John Dinkins is here for the second hour, I mentioned, that the students had a day out of school when I was talking to Lisa Trail on Monday on Rutherford Issues. And she said, yeah, a lot of those kids will be with their parents for student teacher conferences. They'll be coming in. So that's why they do those during the daytime. I guess they come in with their parents.
Well, because they may not have any place to go. I mean, babysitters and stuff.
True.
You never know.
Or maybe they're supposed to be there. I don't know. Maybe that's different.
They did not do that for a long time because they didn't think it was very effective,
Yeah.
But so they made you work all day, then have parent-teacher conference, and then come in the next day. So I would imagine that's helpful to the teacher, though, a lot.
Not to have to do it at night.
Right.
Spend all day teaching.
Right. And they give you enough warning where the parents can schedule whatever they need to schedule to be there, so they put it in the calendar, basically.
Yeah.
So, and after a year or two, they get used to it, so they know, okay, that's parent-teacher conference day.
They usually do those twice a year or something like that.
Yeah, and if they don't need one.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes a difference, too.
You don't really, so they can maybe get some work done, too. So, I don't know. They didn't do that in my day, so.
Yeah. I don't remember going to parent-teacher conferences.
I just know I was excited when they had 3 days for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And now they got a week.
But I don't remember my kids having to go to parent-teacher conferences.
Well, yours weren't.
I mean, academically they were okay. Mentally and, they're kind of crazy, but.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine didn't you go to one for Dalton at least once to explain his behavior?
No, they both got tested in third grade for some kind of.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thing.
They were real smart. They were both smart.
Yeah. They don't always act it. But anyway, that's what's going on with the schools. And don't forget, we are fueled by our friends at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee, and it's Brew Madness going on all this month at 7 Brew. They're giving away over $1 million in prizes. Just a quick scan at the drive-thru. So when you go, there's a little board there. You scan it as you're driving through, waiting to make your order. You're not going to wait long. And you could win lots of great prizes. So visit Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne today for a chance to win free coffee, hoodies, or one of 3 Ford Broncos at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Cultivating kindness, 1 cup at a time. I saw this story this week, and I know it's a continuing conversation, but I think it's going to shed a little light on something that we have been talking about. This is a bill that would lock Tennessee into standard time year-round. Standard
we talked
time.
about that last week a little bit,
Yeah.
or Monday.
And it would end our moves to daylight saving time.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
Well, I would just rather, if it has to be one way, it can only be one way, or you can't decide on one way, let's just do something so we're not switching all the time. But the reason for the bill this way, there's a House bill and a Senate bill, and under this proposal, the state would observe standard time year-round beginning in 2027 if it becomes law. Of course, daylight saving time was something that was adopted in 1918. Woodrow Wilson signed that into law. And supporters thought adjusting the time would help conserve energy. We were in a wartime at that point, extending those evening hours. So how does Hawaii and Arizona get out of observing this time? Federal law allows a state to opt out of daylight saving time and remain on standard permanently. You can do that, but you can't adopt permanent daylight saving time without approval from Congress.
So this bill basically is just to say, let's get rid of having to switch times. Let's just stick with one, which would be Central Standard Time.
Standard time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in the summertime, it'd still get dark. I mean, it'd still be light till about, 7 probably? I mean.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Because sometimes it's 8:15. It would really help the eastern counties, I would think. Right?
A lot, probably. Yeah. So the one thing that I didn't realize about this is that the federal law allows you as a state to opt out of daylight saving time and stay on standard time. But if you wanted to do permanent daylight saving time, you've got to get approval from Congress for that. So as a state, you can say standard time, that's it, we're done changing clocks. But the reason where you haven't seen these changes, but people talking about it, is because they want daylight saving time year round.
Right.
So it looks like Tennessee is going to at least try to pass this. I would think that it's got a chance to pass because I do think a lot of people want daylight saving time on year round.
I think there may be a miscalculation there, but
But the reason is you can't, as a state, you can't do that without Congress approval, and you're not going to get U.S. Congress approval, but you can if you want to stay on standard.
Okay, but what is the big deal about people having to do it once a year, change the time, or twice a year? I mean, is that cumbersome? Is it that big of a problem? Just saying.
I mean, it's a third world problem, I guess.
I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
But
I'd rather have daylight saving time too myself. But if you got to have one, let's just stick with one. That's just my opinion. But here's some sports for you.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Martin Weiss.
At the first four in the Midwest region, Miami of Ohio advances to this round of 64, beating SMU 89-79. Miami will play Tennessee in the first round of the tournament. Prairie View A&M also advanced to the round of 64, beating Lehigh 67-55. They'll play Florida. Prairie View A&M was installed as a 35.5-point underdog. That's the biggest underdog 1999. Also the third biggest underdog since the spread era began. LeBron James and Luka Doncic combined for 70 points as the Lakers beat the Rockets 124-116. The Grizzlies beat the Nuggets 125-118 despite Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray in the lineup. The Boston Celtics beat the Golden State Warriors 120-99. Jaylen Brown with 32 points, Jason Tatum with 24. I'm Martin Weiss.
This is a paid legal ad.
There are no bad questions. I would encourage anybody who has been injured and they believe it's somebody else's fault to reach out to us. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, and we're happy to give answers.
Turn left, they're there. You turn right, they're there. They was just there. And to me, they're the number one. They're the number one in the world.
Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust.
The law office of John Day, they were great.
Trust the law offices of John Day.
They saved my life.
When it comes to your child's health,
you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt,
for every boo-boo,
every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you
every step of the way.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Shop local, Farrah Construction Company. I'm Ron Hall. Investing in property can be nerve-wracking. It does not have to be. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. Our goal is to keep your expenses low while focusing on our attention on high-quality services. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Turn to Turner Security.
Hey, it's Brian Barrett. Here at the radio station, we needed a security solution to keep the staff safe while also giving us some flexibility with guests entering the building. I've tried to find a solution for years, met countless representatives, and they all said it can't be done. That is, until I turned to Turner Security. Not only is it done, it's done right. For your home or business, take it from me, Turner Security is the only place I'd turn.
Turn to Turner Security.
The Wake Up Crew. Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Welcome back to the Wake Up Crew at 7:22. We head over to the Villages of Murfreesboro every Thursday morning at this time. We get to talk to many of their great staff, and sometimes we hear from the residents. Today, we're going to hear from Barbara Duran. She is the dietary manager at the Villages of Murfreesboro. They're over at 2550 Willow Oak Trail between Medical Center Parkway and Wilkinson Pike. Can't miss them over there. TheVillagesMurfreesboro.com online and Facebook.com/TheVillagesMurfreesboro. And you're going to see a lot of things that Barbara has been involved in on the Facebook page and will be. Today's a big day. We'll talk about that in a second. Barbara, good morning.
Well, good morning, Brian. How are you?
Doing well. Good to have you here with us this morning. And I know it's a busy day for you, so we won't keep you too long. But let's talk about what's gone on in March so far before we jump into today. You were telling me that you had kind of a special event to kick off the month with Chef Michael.
Yes, I did. He did a waffle station with everything from bananas Foster to Nutella and all other kind of anything you could imagine on a waffle. He did an excellent job, as he always does. So I just want to give credit to him.
Yeah, and a good way to highlight your staff that you have working there for you, because it's not just you back there whipping up good stuff.
No, and a lot of people are under the impression that I do it all. Well, you can't do it all without your team. You have to have good team players.
Right. And Chef Michael kind of showed out there a little bit with the waffles.
Oh, yes, he did. You could probably see that on our Facebook page, too. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I know we had a little St. Patty's Day earlier this week. How did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day there?
Oh, we had an amazing menu. We had wonderful decorations by Melissa, and she decorated the place really nicely. But we had the typical corned beef and cabbage, roasted root vegetables, mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread, along with assorted green desserts, everything from mint pie to custom donuts with the rainbow on them to St. Patrick's Day cookies and mints. And we even had a St. Patrick's Day punch, and it was called the green punch for St. Patrick's. It was beautiful.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Everything was green, obviously, for St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
I had Reuben bites for, so I kind of had a little corned beef and cabbage that's sauerkraut, but it all worked.
Well, we had that for dinner.
Did you now?
Yes, we did. We had Reuben sandwiches, onion rings, and pickle spears. Mm-hmm.
Man, I love a good Reuben sandwich. This is so good. Do you make your own Thousand Island dressing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it was awesome. So Making me hungry for another Reuben sandwich today. But great way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day over at the Villages. Well, today's a big day. So later on today is the Oscars. We got to talk to Melissa about that. It's an event. We talked last week about it. An event where you honor some of the residents there. Sometimes the staff, they get some honors. They are given Oscars. And so you're having a big full-on dress-up big deal today.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. We have a wonderful, extravagant meal. We have beef Wellington, twice baked potatoes, roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted carrots, dinner rolls, and a gourmet chocolate dessert filled with mousse and topped with berries.
This is a pretty fancy dinner you're having here.
Oh, majorly fancy. Yes, it's like red carpet.
Yeah, I guess the place is decked out or getting there. People probably working on it right now, actually.
Absolutely. That's what we do, right? But it's almost there. The buffet's set up and everything in the kitchen for us to serve it up. It's going to be great.
Well, I know y'all have been busy at work, and for an event like that, I'm sure it takes hours of prep. You must do a lot of that prep like the day before, get some things ready that you can put together just to be ready to go.
Yes. Sear the filet mignon, saute the mushroom compote. Yes. And cut up all our fresh vegetables the day before.
Okay. Well, I know that you've got to get busy on that. But before you go, I know we're coming rapidly upon Easter, and you do something pretty special on Easter at the end of the week, don't you? Well, before Easter week or on Easter weekend.
Yes, we do. We do a Good Friday brunch, and it's always a wonderful thing and a good way for family members to come and enjoy time with the family. And there's going to be so much nice stuff there, probably from quiche to fruit to you name it. Last year I did omelets. It turned out really well. And this year's going to be even better.
Well, you'll have a big time at the Good Friday brunch, I know, and the families will as well. Barbara, thanks for spending a little time with us. I know you got to get back and get some of that Oscar Day food prep, so appreciate it. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Barbara Duran joining us, the dietary manager at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
Our Talks and Company will get you top dollar for your property.
I'm a big fan of auctions. Get instant sale, no contingencies.
That means the sale of your property won't depend on an inspection, financing, or appraisals. Visit parksauction.com.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're talking with Wanda Copley at the Villages of Murfreesboro. Why did you select the Villages?
I lived in Riverbend and had a really large garden that was having trouble. So I was thinking about downsizing, but not necessarily moving to independent living until I came to the Villages. And I think it would be for a lot of other people if they consider that.
This is Shanda with the Villages of Murfreesboro, and we invite everybody to come out and take a tour of our beautiful community. We're near the Avenue on Willow Oak Trail.
If you want to get some barbecue, I'll tell you how to do it. Head for the Slick Pig and you're into it. Just walk through the door at 1920 East Main and your nose will send a message right to your brain. Say, smells good, and barbecue. Slick Pig. We got ribs and beans. Got spicy wings. Slick Pig.
A Murfreesboro tradition. 1920 East Main.
This is Kim Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. You hear me on Monday mornings at 7:20 talking about how to lead a healthier lifestyle. We carry supplements, personal care, and grocery items at both our Murfreesboro and Smyrna locations, family owned and operated since 1989.
The Wake Up Crew, fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
7:30 now on the Wake Up Crew. Thursday morning it is. Yes, it's episode 1871 of The Big Show.
Oh, yeah, birthdays today. Julie Shue Burnham, Pam Severy, Jimmy Tyson, Chase Pennicutt, and Zion Swader.
Those are the names we had coming into the morning. And we like these people very much. They could win banana pudding. But if you put your name into the hat, or that of someone you know, they could be the banana pudding winner. But if you haven't called or texted in this morning yet, now is your deadline to get it in. In an hour, we're going to announce everything and give away that banana pudding from Slick Pig. So call, text, but do it quickly.
This is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the Law Offices of John Day.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop back to 56. A chance of rain showers comes in starting Saturday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. We'll hit a high around 83. I'm meteorologist Regina Kroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 41 degrees.
Good morning. Cranking it pretty good over here now. Coming past the airport here on 40 westbound. As you work your way through Donaldson, all that traffic being pushed in right now from Wilson County through Hermitage all the way into the Donaldson area. It's crowded now 24. As a matter of fact, it's slow westbound. Here at Hickory Hollow Parkway, you got all that heavy traffic in from Rutherford County right now, trying to get up through the Antioch area. STR Towing and Recovery says give them a call if you need help with a tow for a car or a big truck. That's STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
In Murfreesboro, a major leadership change is on the horizon at Middle Tennessee State University. Dr. Sidney A. McPhee, the university's 10th president and longest-serving leader, announced Tuesday that he will step down from the role in December of 2026 after more than 25 years guiding the institution.
It has been indeed an incredible 25 years, and the university is in a strong position for continued success.
McPhee, who first took office in 2001, told the MTSU Board of Trustees that serving the university has been the greatest professional honor of his career. During his tenure, the Murfreesboro campus experienced a dramatic transformation with more than $2 billion in construction, renovations, and infrastructure improvements. Projects included the 250,000 square foot science building and continued expansion of the university's aerospace program in nearby Shelbyville. After stepping down, McPhee plans to take a sabbatical before returning to the university as a faculty member in the College of Education. Meanwhile, another decision in Murfreesboro is drawing strong reactions across the county. The Rutherford County Library Board voted to move more than 190 books from children's sections into the adult areas of the county's library system. The vote followed hours of public comment at the Rutherford County Courthouse, where residents debated whether the materials were appropriate for youth readers. Supporters said the change helps protect children, while opponents argued the move restricts access to information and limits the freedom to read. Library officials said the review came after request from the Tennessee Secretary of State encouraging libraries statewide to evaluate age appropriateness in youth collections. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Shopping at the Restore.
Every day is Earth Day at the Habitat Restore. We keep tons of material out of the landfill.
Hey, call us at the Habitat Restore about your donated items may need to be recycled.
You have lights?
We take it.
How about gently used furniture?
We take it.
How about kitchen cabinets?
We take it.
The only thing we don't take is mattresses, box springs, and clothing.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
This message brought to you by the Central Tennessee Regional Solid Waste Planning Board. Visit RecycleRightTN.com for tips, ideas, and locations on where to recycle near you. That's RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, it's all on you. Don't be trashy, recycle classy, recycle right. Tennessee.
Go to RecycleRightTN.com.
Recycle right, Tennessee.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
We now have good treatments for vision with cataract surgery, so now you can see well near, intermediate, and far distances without glasses.
Dr. Craig McCabe.
What we can do not only to make you see younger, but help you to look younger and get rid of sun damage and other problems to our skin.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
We continue the Wake Up Crew from News Radio, WGNS. It's time to throw it back on a Thursday.
Do you remember these?
All right, I have some items from elementary school that maybe we have forgotten existed. That's why I thought it would be good to include you in this, John, because you, of course, taught elementary school for many years and was a principal for many years at elementary school.
So, I mean, I can go from 1979 to 2018.
Yeah. The recess bell.
Yeah.
You remember a recess bell?
Uh-huh. Yes, I do. Not every school had one, but...
Mm-hmm. So they would sound the bell when it's time for recess?
Yeah, because everybody would go out at the same time back in the day. We're talking 60s,
yeah,
or 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
because schools weren't very big. You know, you didn't have that many kids.
AV carts.
I have terrible memories of AV carts, especially the film projector falling over and you know, people riding on them, and
there's really big TVs on top of those carts.
The teachers would take one and keep one for like 40 years, even when they didn't use audiovisual carts anymore. But they were nice to roll things on when you had heavy stuff like books and stuff. Yeah, had more than one feature.
The school cafeteria menu. The paper menu that would come out and have the months. The whole month on it of what was on each day. I remember those.
I remember Larry Fry sending me things on that's not on the menu today. Got a different menu. You know, you read, we would read what was off the menu for, you know, the morning announcements, and a lot of times it'd have to, something didn't come in, or you know, so.
Let's see. This one has fish sandwich on a Monday, beans and franks.
That usually happens on a Friday.
Yeah, ham and cheese croissant.
Pizza.
Yeah, that's a biggie. That's square pizza. Pull down maps.
Oh, yeah.
In classrooms.
Yeah. We don't use maps anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you had
it's just digital now.
You had a world map and a map of the United States.
I hated those things.
Yeah.
And if they got hung. So I never did it because it was embarrassing in front of the students when you pull it down and it wouldn't work. So I'd have a kid do it. I probably told you to do it.
I would imagine.
A couple times, yeah.
So I would get laughed at.
Yeah.
Metal lunch boxes.
Oh, yeah.
They've been replaced, I guess, but
I had you remember the $6 Million Man lunchbox? You probably had one of those, didn't you?
I did not,
woman.
But I've seen them.
Yeah.
I really want one.
Yeah.
The tiny plastic chairs. You know, have the 3 slots in the back.
Okay, yeah. I weren't around that too many of those, but
they were the little bitty desk chairs is what they were.
Right.
But and a lot of times stacked up in the corners.
I don't have a picture of it in front of me, so.
Yeah. Elmer's glue.
Still popular, still with us.
Takes us back a little bit. The blunt end scissors.
Oh, I hated those.
I never could get my fingers in them.
They were too little.
Yeah.
No, I hated them.
And for those who were left-handed, they had left-handed scissors.
I don't remember that.
It said lefty on it.
Really?
Because I remember, I mean, you could buy them. Back when I was a kid, it said either right or left, or lefty. Righty or lefty, I guess. The overhead projector. I knew this would bring back fond memories for you.
Well, I really loved the overhead projector because I used it kind of like a weather map and that kind of thing. You know, I mean, it was much better to write sentences down and that kind of thing, or use a paper. You know, they had the what
the old plastic film.
Yeah, and put them on there. And I just throw it on the overhead and everybody take a test right there instead of making copies all the time.
Yeah. I can just remember Randy King, his entire from his pinky finger all the way down his hand was a color every day.
I had white shirts,
Oh,
we
no.
wore ties back then, and it'd be just smothered with it. And I finally learned to roll my sleeve up.
The next thing is overhead transparencies. That's what you were talking
that's what
about.
I was thinking about,
yeah. And Trapper Keeper folders.
I hated those things.
I did too.
I always take my paper out. It just never wrote solid on it.
And final one, those slide projectors where you had the little slides and have the
film
pictures.
Projector too,
Yeah, film projectors
and
one.
That was a job for you.
Oh yeah. Little throwback Thursday for you.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Since 1989, Franklin's Printworks has been Rutherford County's trusted print partner, delivering high-quality, fast turnaround printing for businesses, organizations, and individuals.
Letterhead, envelopes, business cards, brochures, booklets, all that is still our bread and butter. We do it every day.
Jeff Carlton with Franklin's Printworks.
The needs have evolved for most businesses, and they're looking for a large format capability, or they're looking for a direct mail capability. We're glad to help with those.
Franklin's Printworks, your local printing experts.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
The Wake Up Crew, fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Wrap it up here at 7:42 on this Thursday morning Wake Up Crew. Appreciate you being along for the ride today. If you missed part of the show, want to go back and listen, curious about what happened on Today in History or celebrity birthdays or whatnot, you can check the podcast. It'll be up shortly around 8:15 or so this morning. Listen on your way home today if you want. However you want to catch it, the podcast will be there for you wherever you listen to podcast. We are powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Our friends at MTE, they have this deal called Sharing Change. And with Sharing Change, if you round up your electric bill to the nearest dollar, you do that each month, and then that is put into a Sharing Change pile, if you will, and everybody who does that, then all of that money is goes out to our local nonprofits. So you can help local nonprofits in this area by just rounding up your electric bill. You can find out more about that at sharingchange.org.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
Kind of jumped the gun. I forgot about our good neighbor, but I'll tell you about that in just a second. John, you know, I've been off work for a week now because my pet cow is sick.
Really?
Yeah, my boss thinks I'm milking it.
Replay.
That was a good one. That's a 4.
And Dalton, what do you think about that? Oh, so the same as usual. Okay. Abby Stanley, by the way, is our SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day today for her community advocacy and work career development. That's Abby Stanley, today's recipient of a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. Abby Stanley, congratulations. Today's Good Neighbor salute comes from SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're all about celebrating the people who pour strength back into our community. It takes people like you out there listening to nominate someone as Good Neighbor of the Day. So tell us about your friends, your family, people who've gone out of the way to help you, or just maybe it's a simple, they bring your trash can in every week, or whatever it might be. Let us know. You can text NEIGHBOR to 615-893-1450. You'll get a reply from us. Then you tap on the link and fill out the information it asks for. Click submit, and you're done. You can get to that same web form at wgnsradio.com/good neighbor. Well, it's the part of the show where we recap what we've learned on the program today. What have we learned today, John?
Well, we had a really good topic on Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Talked about things that we had when you were going to school.
Yeah.
That we don't have anymore, that we don't use anymore.
And even you. I brought up AV carts, and that brought back, like nightmares for you, apparently.
Pretty much everything's computer now, computer-driven. So,
yeah.
That's a big, huge difference. Saves a lot of paper, too.
I remembered when we transitioned classrooms from chalkboards to whiteboards, and that was like a huge deal.
And if you didn't have them, the county would come out and they would construct them. They'd put them up over the other board. And sure made it, that chalk, I hated chalk. I hated writing on it. I hated the sound it made. And it was dirty.
Dusting those erasers all the time.
Oh, yeah. But I love the dry erase board. But I love the overhead projector the best.
Yeah, that was
You miss those days, don't you?
I remember you and Randy King always had something in common.
Stuff on our hand from...
Your palm or the side of your hand was always, blue or red or a combination of that and green and just different colors.
I like to draw.
You did?
Yeah.
Blue was a favorite.
Remember my little stick figures I'd make in the corner and stuff?
Yeah, that or all of a sudden we would get a weather report right in the middle of
cold front coming through. Yeah, I love drawing those.
Those were good days. Well, we're going to get out of here this morning. Hope you enjoyed the Wake Up Crew, a little Jefferson Starship. They started their touring back in 1974 on this date. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see skies becoming mostly sunny, a mild day too, with a high around 71. Temperatures dip back to 47 tonight with mostly clear skies. Even warmer for Friday, a high in the upper 70s then, mostly sunny and breezy too. Lighter winds by Friday night with partly cloudy